Well, welcome again to Inside Greeley. And as the weather has finally warmed up here in Greeley, Colorado, that gets some people very excited. You have the kids who are out and they're out of school and they're loving that, and the parents are loving it too because it gets them out of the house and things are nicer and greener. But there's another group that's pretty darn excited about that warm weather, and that is our public works crew. And what that gives them is an opportunity to get out on the streets and start making some improvements. And here to talk to us about some of those projects that are happening in and around the city of Greeley, I have Joel Himmelsath, who is the Public Works Director. Joel, great to have you on Inside Greeley again.
Thanks, Amy, for having me.
All right, so after I put all of that out there, as I said, things are very busy with the warm weather, and we have lots of construction that's been happening around the city. One of those projects that's very near and dear to, I'm sure, to a lot of people's hearts is along 10th Street. That's been kind of a couple of years of a project. Can you give us an update on that and how things went?
Sure, yeah, it's been kind of a somewhat long project. It took a couple of years to kind of get it done, but it was a big project, grant funded, so a lot of effort went in to get that put together. A lot of safety improvements were associated with that. Not so much maintenance, but it did improve the safety for vehicles. We got rid of some driveways, put some landscaping in, created a detached sidewalk on the south side there. It creates a whole nother pedestrian experience, much safer for them. So we got that done. And then this year we finished up the triangle area at 23rd Avenue. A lot of that was visual, but we did do some turn lane improvements there for those that go from 23rd Avenue onto West 10th Street. It's got a better movement for trucks, so it's got some safety improvements, the sidewalk through there. It looks real nice. So we've got some art and sculptures coming in later this summer, so we're excited. We think it turned out real nice and has improved that intersection quite a bit. And then we'll be moving through with other phases in a couple more years. We got to buy some right-of-way first, and then we're going to do the same kind of improvements all the way down to 35th Avenue. So.
All right. Well, I know that's been very well received from the folks that I've talked to. They've enjoyed all of those improvements along there. And another project, actually the one that we have right behind us here, this is a pretty major one, and I know folks we've asked them to be very patient with this one.
Yeah, we're actually excited about this. This is actually probably one of the worst sections of pavement we've had, definitely on our arterial system here on 59th Avenue, and it transitions to 65th as we go south here. But we're really excited about this project. We're doing some widening down here with some sidewalks to connect into the commercial area that sits here at 20th and 59th, and then just repaving all the way to the highway. It really needed it. So we're excited. We're improving some corners here, putting some turn lanes in down for the residents down here in Westridge. So we're excited with just the whole project. It's got a lot of good features to it, and I think it'll be well received. It's a regional corridor for people coming in and out of Greeley as well. So I think it's going to improve everybody's kind of quality of life or travel experiences through here.
Well, and as I mentioned, these are two kind of very visual. People have seen them and they've been impacted by them a little bit. But there's always all kinds of projects that are happening year round, from crack sealing to overlay to just trying to maintain the streets in general.
Yeah, maintenance is always a challenge. I mean, a lot of our roads were in this tension, whether it's they need maintenance, but they also need widened, and the funds just aren't there to widen them. So we've had a lot of just kind of decisions to make on what to do, and we kind of got a balance on this project here on 59th, 65th, where we're doing some widening and then some maintenance as we go south. But yeah, we got our overlay programs off and running now. We're working on some of our corridors. 28th Avenue is a big one we're working on this year. So we'll be all over the place with that, doing what we can with the limited funds. We have a lot of backlog of needs, so we got 85 miles of roads of our 366 miles that need overlaid, and we're only doing a few this year.
Right.
So.
Well, and I know that is something that, like as you mentioned, is kind of we have to evaluate it every single year and see what we can do. But along those same lines, there is an opportunity for folks to learn more throughout this year, namely because of the November elections that are coming up.
Correct. Council just placed an issue on the ballot for a sales tax for a 0.65% increase. They go strictly for road maintenance. We have 243 miles of local roads, and a lot of those are needing repair. We focused a lot on arterials here the last few years. We've had some extra sales tax money and tried to devote it to the more traveled roads, but we've neglected our local system, and they need a lot of prayer, and we're trying to improve our pavement quality index on our road system. So we feel like this will be a good effort to do that if it passes. So we're excited. We're going to be putting out information through the summer to help kind of communicate the situation and status of our roads.
All right. Well, Joel Himmelsath, thank you so much for being here today and giving us a real quick update on the streets.
Sure. Thanks for having me.
All right, so if you want more information about street improvements and roadway projects that are happening throughout the city, be sure to visit greeleygov.com/publicworks.